Hey guys, this is my top 5 most underrated games that I own, only PS3, so let's get started. Okay, these are all my opinions, by the way, so if you don't like them, I'm really sorry, and I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Okay, here we go, number 5. Number 5 would be Wet. I think it's really underrated, because it is a very unique game, and it has very unique, killing styles like hack slash. It has a cool like slow motion type shooting thing in the game. But yeah, it's not really played by many people, and a lot of reviewers gave it a really bad review. I have a review from a long time ago playing this game. It's probably not the best review, but I would advise people to look up some video gameplays and just stuff like that of this game. But I'm just going to talk about it. It's really good, considering that it has a really good storyline and unique challenging map things. It also has a cool like fighting style, like I said, the slow motion and stuff. Actually, I don't remember if I said that, sorry. But anyway, this game is really fun. Not the best out there, but definitely underrated. And it's just, I can see why it got a really bad rating because of the graphics, but for its time, it was actually a pretty cool game. I think they're going to come out with a second one, but I'm not sure because it didn't hold up very strong, because no one really bought it, and most people actually don't know about this game. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Well, I recommend it renting at least, because it's not for everyone, but it's definitely underrated in my opinion. So yeah, let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is one of my favorite games a while back, Far Cry 2. I originally owned it on the Xbox 360, and I was in love with it. I thought it was awesome because I loved the movie Blood Diamond, and this reminds me so much of that movie. But for a game itself, it's really cool. They have this map editor on multiplayer where you can create your own maps and just have barrels everywhere that can explode and create like all these cool explosions, and can blow up like all these like houses or huts and light everything on fire, like all the grass on fire. You can do some really cool things in this game, especially on multiplayer. But in the game, the campaign itself, it's amazing. They built it so well, and it actually looks really good even today. Yeah, but this is definitely underrated. I don't see many people having this game. Many people don't talk about it. It's not in their collections. But when people do have it in their collections, they actually say it's a really good game. They love it. I usually play it every now and then because there's so many other games out there that I play and stuff. But whenever I have time to just sit down and play a game, I usually pick this one. And Far Cry 2 definitely delivers. They were supposed to make a Far Cry 3, but they didn't because, well, they probably are, but I'm not sure. They're not right now. But the reason is because it's not so popular, and it actually got really bad reviews. But in my opinion, it should have got a really better review. I would give it about an 8.5 or an 8, just because there are some things that are off. When you shoot someone, they kind of just stand there and they don't react, and it takes a couple bullets when it usually shouldn't take like 5 to 6 bullets out of a huge like machine gun to kill just one person with like no bulletproof vests or anything. So that's the only thing really, but it's a really fun game. I have a fun time playing it. You can just do so much with this game, and it's definitely underrated, and seriously, I recommend it. You can get it really cheap now too. Okay, the third on my list is in my opinion really underrated. I'm not really sure if it's really underrated, but it kind of is. BioShock 2. This game didn't get a lot of people bought it for sure, but it didn't really get a good people weren't happy with it. That's what I'm going to say. It got a good rating and stuff, which it should have, but people were expecting it to be as good as BioShock, to surprise them and stuff. But really, I didn't expect that, because BioShock was BioShock. You learned the world of Rapture. That was so exciting. just all the other stuff, the splicers, the little sisters, the Atom, the Big Daddies, all that stuff. It was really surprising to everyone. And, it was a really cool game. It was so different. And, this is the sequel. So it's not going to be as surprising, but it actually surprised me in a lot of ways, like the storytelling. The storytelling was very, 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 very good. I cried at the end, really. If you played the good ending, it was awesome. It was so gripping. And this game has like a lot of new boss battles and new enemies to fight. It's just awesome. It has so much. It has a multiplayer. And I might give away the multiplayer GameStop pre-order thing. It comes with those 2 characters. I'm not sure where it is, but if I find it, I'm going to give it away because I really didn't like the multiplayer that much. There was Call of Duty that I was playing at the time when I had this. But, I get on every now and then. Well, that's a lie, I actually don't. But, I'm just going to give that away because I really didn't feel like I needed those characters because I like the characters that I had. And, so yeah, I definitely recommend this. It is underrated for, in my opinion, because not many people liked it. A lot of people liked it, but not as many as should have liked it because BioShock 1 was so great. They expected BioShock 2 to be even greater, but it's BioShock 2. It's not a completely new game by 2K. That's not going to happen with a sequel. So I just, I don't know. I definitely recommend it if you already own BioShock. And if you don't, I still recommend it because I actually played this before I played BioShock 1 and it was still awesome. So yeah, moving on to the second game. The second game is, it's not really underrated, but it kind of is. Okay, it's Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I know a ton of people that have this game. My friends anyway. When I go on YouTube and I see people, their game collections and stuff like that, they don't have this game. Now, really, it kind of surprised me because you don't have to be a Star Wars fan to have The Force Unleashed, but, you can be just a gamer and you can have this game because you don't really need to know anything about the Star Wars saga, which I'm sure everyone does, but you don't really need to know what's going on in order to know how to play this game or who the enemies are. It pretty much explains in deep detail who these enemies are. And, if you have seen the movies, it could help you, basically, duh. It could help you understand the story, and it is really, really fun to play if you're a huge Star Wars fan. But if you're not, it's a really good game, and I definitely recommend it. The second one's coming out soon, and that is going to be amazing, but I would definitely recommend checking out the first one to understand the story better. But really, guys, this is so underrated, this game. A lot of people love it when they have it, but not many people have it. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. And seriously, this is awesome. This game is so underrated. And the second one seems like it's going to be amazing, and this one is as amazing. So yeah, check it out. Okay, the first game, in my opinion, that's so underrated by everyone is Assassin's Creed. This game is just like, everyone says it's repetitive, Altair is not that good of a hero, all this stuff I've heard on YouTube, but you know what? Assassin's Creed is awesome. It delivers so much. When it came out, I didn't get it when it came out. I actually got it probably months later because I didn't really know about it. But I didn't, at first I thought it was like Prototype, just looking at the cover. Then one day I went to GameStop and I looked on the back and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a sword fighting game. And yeah, wow, it surprised me a lot. It is really a new gen when it came out because no other game was like this at all. When you had like sword fighting games, you versed like, it's kind of like Dragon Age. You verse all these goblins and monsters, and it's pretty much like a original JRPG or RPG. And this game is not like that. It's like human versus human. It's like Crusades, Templars, and it's so unique because it has like two stories. It has like Desmond's story and Altair's story. Same thing with Assassin's Creed 2. Has Desmond's story and Ezio's story. So it's really cool and it's a really fun game. Definitely underrated. You know, people just think that because it has bad reviews, not doesn't have really bad reviews, but what really made this game and what made people ticked off about this game was because it was very repetitive. But if you get past all that and you just actually enjoy the game and enjoy the story and enjoy the combat, it's actually really fun, and I definitely recommend it to everyone. And if you do not have this game, please do yourself a favor and play it, because the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is coming out soon, and the second one is amazing as well. But if you have the second one and you haven't played the first one, I recommend it. It's not for everyone. If you don't have patience playing repetitive games, then don't get it. But really, I recommend Assassin's Creed, and yeah, that's my top 5 underrated games. So thanks for watching. Bye.